In the heart of London's bustling theatre district, the Theatre Royal Haymarket has once again become a stage for one of William Shakespeare's most enduring tragedies, Othello. This latest production, helmed by the visionary Tony Award-winning director Tom Morris, brings together a powerhouse cast led by the charismatic David Harewood in the titular role and the inimitable Toby Jones as the scheming Iago. For theatre enthusiasts and Shakespeare aficionados alike, this revival is more than just a retelling of a classic tale of jealousy, betrayal, and downfall. It's a profound exploration of the human psyche, drawing on the actors' personal histories to infuse the performance with raw, visceral authenticity. David Harewood, best remembered by many for his gripping portrayal of a CIA counterterrorism chief in the espionage thriller Homeland, steps back into the world of live theater with a role that holds deep personal significance. This marks Harewood's second foray into the character of Othello, the noble Moorish general whose tragic arc has captivated audiences for over 4 centuries. Remarkably, Harewood was the first black actor to embody Othello at the National Theatre back in 1997, a milestone that shattered racial barriers in classical theatre and paved the way for diverse interpretations of Shakespeare's works. That early performance was a revelation, showcasing a young Harewood's raw talent and intensity. Now, nearly 3 decades later, he returns to the role not as a novice, but as a seasoned artist whose life experiences have layered his portrayal with unprecedented depth. What makes this iteration particularly poignant is how Harewood channels his own harrowing encounters with mental health struggles into Othello's unraveling. At the tender age of 23, Harewood endured a psychotic breakdown, a cataclysmic event that thrust him into the abyss of paranoia, hallucinations, and isolation. In interviews surrounding this production, Harewood has alluded to how those dark days resonate with Othello's psychological descent. The general begins the play as a figure of composure and authority, a respected leader in the Venetian army whose interracial marriage to Desdemona defies societal norms. Yet, under the insidious whispers of Iago, Othello's mind fractures, giving way to murderous jealousy and irreparable madness. Harewood's performance captures this transformation with chilling precision. His Othello starts with a stately poise, his voice booming with the gravitas of command, only to splinter into fragmented whispers and convulsive outbursts as doubt festers. Critics have lauded this as captivating, noting how Harewood's eyes, those windows to the soul, betray the internal storm long before his actions erupt into violence. It's a portrayal that doesn't just recite lines, it excavates the soul, reminding us that Shakespeare's genius lay in his uncanny ability to dissect the fragility of the human mind. Opposite Harewood stands Toby Jones, the chameleon-like actor whose filmography spans from the quirky charm of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy to the eerie menace of Captain America, the First Avenger. Here, as Iago, Jones unleashes a gleefully malicious energy that electrifies the stage. Iago, the play's true architect of doom, is a character of labyrinthine complexity, a loyal ensign harboring depths of resentment, envy, and sadistic cunning. Jones infuses him with a serpentine charisma. His Iago slithers through scenes with a disarming smile, his words dripping like honeyed poison. Where traditional interpretations might paint Iago as a snarling villain, Jones opts for subtlety. A raised eyebrow here, a lingering pause there, that makes his manipulations all the more insidious. It's as if Iago isn't just plotting Othello's demise, he's seducing the audience into complicity. One particularly memorable moment comes in Act 3, Scene 3, the temptation scene, where Iago plants the seed of infidelity in Othello's mind. Jones delivers his soliloquy with a theatrical relish, his voice modulating from feigned sympathy to triumphant glee, drawing involuntary gasps from the crowd. This Iago isn't merely envious. He's a force of chaotic entropy, reveling in the unraveling of order. The production's success, however, extends beyond its male leads. The female characters, often overshadowed in macho interpretations of Othello, shine brightly under Morris's direction. Caitlin Fitzgerald, known for her nuanced work in Netflix's Bloodline, brings a luminous vulnerability to Desdemona. Her Desdemona is no passive damsel. She's a beacon of quiet defiance, her love for Othello a radical act in a world rife with prejudice. Fitzgerald's performance peaks in the bedroom scene, where Desdemona's pleas for mercy are delivered with a heartbreaking blend of innocence and foresight, underscoring the play's undercurrent of misogyny. Vinette Robinson, making a commanding West End debut as Emilia, Iago's long-suffering wife, delivers lines with a fiery righteousness that exposes the patriarchal rot at the story's core. Her Emilia isn't just a plot device, she's a moral compass, her final act of rebellion a thunderclap that reverberates through the theater. Together, these women elevate the production, transforming Othello from a tale of male rivalry into a searing indictment of gender and racial inequities. Directed by Tom Morris, whose Tony for the innovative Peter and the Starcatcher speaks to his flair for blending tradition with bold experimentation, this Othello unfolds on a minimalist set that evokes the stark beauty of Venice's canals and Cyprus's rugged shores. Projections of swirling waters and flickering shadows enhance the mood without overwhelming the actors, allowing the text to breathe. Morris's choices are deliberate. He amplifies the play's racial tensions with Othello's otherness palpably felt in every sidelong glance from the ensemble. Yet, he avoids heavy-handed modernity, trusting Shakespeare's language to bridge the centuries. The result is a production that feels timeless yet urgently contemporary, inviting audiences to grapple with jealousy not as an abstract vice, but as a societal poison. Reviews have poured in, a tapestry of acclaim tempered by thoughtful critique, reflecting the production's polarizing ambition. Patrick Marmion of the Daily Mail bestowed 4 stars, hailing Harewood's masterful integration of personal trauma into the role, suggesting that the actor's lived experience lends Othello's madness and authenticity rarely seen. Harewood doesn't play madness, he inhabits it, Marmion wrote, emphasizing how the performance humanizes a character often reduced to archetype. Dominic Cavendish in The Telegraph echoed this sentiment with his own 4-star verdict, arguing that the cast's collective strength renders elaborate staging superfluous. When actors this formidable collide, the sparks ignite the space. No more is needed, Cavendish observed, particularly praising Jones's Iago as a masterclass in malevolent understatement.